For those of you who are unfamiliar with Anne Waldman, I'll just give a brief introduction. I mean, I've known Anne for many years, as a number of us in the room have. She's been incredibly active as a cultural worker, and I can say that as a role that includes poet at the center of it. And but if you start looking around, you will see little pieces of her scattered across the continents. And it's really true. I mean, she's been an enormous influence on literally hundreds of people. Early on through her role in St. Mark's, the Poetry Project, and directing and being instrumental in establishing that institution as a strong, freestanding institution that just doesn't exist very much in this present-day world, where there is something that is run by poets for poets. And it's been at St. Mark's Church for decades and continues to be an active center of really a lot of the poetic culture in New York. And then since about 1975, Naropa Institute, now Naropa University, was co-founded by Anne, along with Ellen Ginsberg and Diane DePrima, and others like Joanne Kiger, who is in the room today, and she's taught there for many years. And there's some flyers here on our table that talk about their summer program, which was one of the Anne's recent role has involved helping to keep that summer program just a uniquely vital thing that happens every summer at Naropa. It's an amazing experience if you ever get a chance to enroll there as a student, or be there as a visitor and attend. You know, just the convocation of people that come together over a period of a month in one week increments is quite remarkable. And this summer is no exception. So you want to look at that menu as what's happening there in the summer program. But you know, there was the first Buddhist college that was established in North America. Yeah. And this was brought about by trying to create a venue for Chogyam Trungpa, the Tibetan Buddhist teacher, to have a place to be and speak on a regular basis. And then, together with that, a place for poetry. And it's in the Rocky Mountains. It's in Boulder, Colorado.
A lot of negative ions.
Yes.
Negative ions.
Exactly. And you know, Anne is an incredibly productive writer. There are many, many books that have come out. And this, as some of you have been observing, is the product of 25 years' work. But I would imagine, you know, far more than that in terms of its gestation, and then its realization as this really an epic poem. And I mean, it is rare in our day that a poet creates an epic work. We can look back, you know, almost like a couple generations you have to go in order to find people that are producing works like the Maximus poems of Charles Olson, or you know, before him, William Carlos Williams, and you know, Louis Zukowski, and you know, a handful of Americans that have done this kind of epic work. Ezra Pound, of course, and then H.D., of course, you know, who would be a grand predecessor to this work with her Helen in Egypt as an alternate epic. An epic that turns epic upside down and says, oh, what is the woman's writing? You know, what is the woman's epic? You know, it isn't just this thing that is the Iliad enacted. And so,
the war trilogy, her trilogy.
Exactly. So here Anne has done the Iovis Trilogy, and you know, we're going to try to have some conversation, and I think we're going to start out with a little reading from the work. Does that seem to make sense?